We've got ourselves a nice little win streak going, doing everything we can to keep pace with Rennes, who also seems to keep winning. Plus, we've got a team hot on our heels in Nantes. We take them on as well as a very familiar team. Not one that we have faced before, but one that we managed for 6 years. It's Fulham in the Champions League, and that's all today. Welcome back, everyone, to episode number 135 of Bottom to the Top. Happy Friday. I am Mr. Cellophane. I hope you have had a fantastic week and are looking forward to a wonderful weekend. We are still winning in general. We only have 2 losses on the season, 1 in the league, 1 in the Champions League. Both are keeping us from being at the top of the table. We're still 5 points behind Rennes. We have won 4 in a row heading into our next match against Nantes. Meanwhile, we sit 8th in the Champions League, having won 3 of our first 4. And, well, we all know how we got there. We watched ourselves lose to Atleti just a couple of days ago. How did we get here, you may ask? Well, following our 7-2 drubbing of Lille, we went on the road to Groupama Stadium, and we took care of Lyon by a score of 4-2. A pair of goals apiece for Gershke Akar and Jonah Kusei-Asare, who just keeps pumping them in. After that, we played host to Villarreal in the Champions League. Villarreal 0-1-2 coming into this one, and it was all PSG. We managed 29 shots, 12 of them on target. Pair of goals for Dimos Torquato, and Giovanni Fernandez added in an absolutely gorgeous strike on a set piece to make it a 3-0 score in the second half. And we rounded that off with another home victory, this time in the league, 3-1 versus Nice. We led 2-0 at the half. Goals by Jonah Kusei-Asare and Xavi Simons. And Gershke Akar added another in the 69th minute to put them away. And Maliki Koulibaly did get one back for Nice, but it was most definitely too little, too late. We're going to make just a few changes from the team that took on Nice just before the international break. Kim Son-il is going to stay in goal. It's weird how I always say we're going to make changes, and the first thing I talk about is playing the same guy in goal we have been. Now, Alexandru Shusha is going to move over to be our left back as Javier Osorio comes in to play right back. It will be Sebastian Martinez and Dmitro Tarasenko in the middle of our back 4. Fernandez and Simons will man the midfield. Baldassare, who has come to us once again, complaining about his lack of playing time, will be getting the start. We do want Torquato to be on the pitch, so he will move into striker to play next to Kusei-Asare, who we are not moving for anything. He's got 15 goals and is far and away our top scorer. Torquato, though, will displace Gershke Akar, who will move to the right wing, giving Lahurai Laribi the night off. Another Friday night matchup in Ligue 1. This time, though, we are not the only team in action right now. Marseille is playing host to Rennes. Hopefully, they can do what they did to us. And, oh, Sorio. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Less than 2 minutes in, a straight red card on a terrible effort. Cannot believe how disappointed I am right now. We're going to move Susha over to the right side. Fernandez will come back. We'll keep a back 4. We'll leave Xavi Simons in the midfield all by himself. We may have to make actual other alterations to our lineup because I just don't think that that is going to be the way that we need to go. Machoy with a set piece for Nantes. Kim Son-il will make the save, and we are going to make a tactical switch. We will leave in Baldassare. We'll put Torquato here in the midfield next to Simons. Kusei-Asare, so it'll be a 4-2-3. We have to sacrifice one of our attackers in order to not completely fall apart in the defensive midfield. Machoy with the corner. 3 minutes in, Baldassarre unable to clear. Matt Choi gaining control again. But Football Manager has deemed that there will be no further action. Osorio picking up the red card in the 2nd minute of play. Somehow Marseille has given up an own goal in a match that apparently has not started yet. I don't understand how these things work. Oh, and there's another goal. Maybe it's just a glitch. But as things stand right now, we are sitting 4 points behind, which means Rennes is not winning. So this will be their first non-victory if that match is actually going on. But everything going Nantes' way right now as they control it in their own end. Hickey with a nice switch of play looking for Gonzalez. Shusha heading it forward, but Meapiu gaining control back over for Fonseca. Hickey to control. Chapman, quick pass over to Moreno, knocked away by Martinez. Fernandez with it, up the sideline, will just play it deep and make it Bilal's problem. The Nantes goalkeeper playing it out for Zeze. Meapiu, near side Gonzalez, up ahead, past the Dridi, intercepted by Shusha. Torquato, now in control, looking to move the ball forward, hoping for some help, dropping it for Fernandez, out of position. Torquato chipping it into the far corner. Baldassarre into the middle. Kusiasari off of the post and in, assuming he was onside. Wouldn't it be just perfect if he were not? But he was. And PSG, down to 10 men, has taken the 1-0 lead. And we have been playing relatively strongly against the teams that are around us in the standings on the table. 1-0 is your score at the half, even though Nantes is dominating in most statistical categories. They've got us on XG. They've got us 2-1 on possession and 9-3 with their shots on goal. But right now, that is not what matters. What matters is it is Nantes 0, PSG 1. Throw in Akar to control. Running into traffic. Will turn it over to Beavers. Played in the middle. Matchol. Matchol wide to the left. Gonzalez. Matchol shoots and scores. Machoy Diallo able to bring Nantes back even at 1. And it was Gershke Akar making the mistake. And then just, it felt like Nantes had numbers on us. They really didn't, but it was a matter of just more able to get a man open. So 1-1 is the score here. It's now 2-2 between Marseille and Rennes. Rennes getting 2 goals in the 90th minute or later. Really? Matt Choi sending it in, headed away. Baldassarre is not going to get there before Matt Choi gets it back. In the middle, Zeze chipping it on goal, and that's going to go just a couple of inches high and wide. 1-1 is the score. We're going to shout out some additional encouragement to the team and make a substitution. Gershke Akar, after that mistake, he must be punished. He's going to come off in place of Lahurai Laribi. Javi Simmons playing pretty well. Mark Namfi to make his 3rd or 4th appearance of the year, coming in off of the bench for PSG. We're really just hoping to hold on to the 1-1. Kusiasari heads it down. Torquato unable to get it to Laribi, but Laribi picking Meapiu's pocket. Laribi's in the box. He shoots and he scores. Lahurai Laribi in the 77th minute picks up the 2nd PSG goal of the match. It is Nantes 1, PSG 2. Hard work for Laribi on the right wing. Playing the super sub this time. He's normally a starter in that position, but we held him in reserve this time. A couple of minutes later, though, set piece Machoy. It comes down to Meapiu, and Bastien Meapiu, with his 2nd goal of the year, beats Kim Seon-il short side. However, did he stray offside? That is for Jerome Brassard and VAR to decide together, and they have decided he was not. And as we look at the replay, they were very clearly correct. Oh boy, more encouragement for our team. It worked the first time. As Matt Choi looks to move it forward. Nantes trying to pick up a third, and they are just opening things up here. Moreno back for Molina, shoots off of the post. Tarasenko chipping it forward. Torcado's got it. Kusiasare has a man on the right. That's Laribi. One man to beat. Can he make a move? He does. What a dribble. Torcado pushing it deep, shooting, and Bilal able to make the save, tipping it behind for a corner kick. Less than 4.5 minutes to go in regulation, plus whatever time is added on. Torcado to deliver the corner. It's short. Zeze handles that easily. Laribi gathering up the ball, throwing it forward. Molina intercepts. Mamegua, heavy touch, losing it to Siusha, but unable to take advantage of the turnover. It's Nantes 2, PSG 2. Mere seconds remaining in the match. We'll see how much time will be added on by the fourth official. We do not know yet at this point. Set piece played ahead. Molina with a lane. Mamegua in and scoring his fifth goal of the year. The flag did not go up, but he may be offside. He's not. That is the second potential offside that was not deemed offside, because it looks like Fernandez ended up playing him on. It's Nantes 3, PSG 2. We're going to have to go on the all-out attack for the final couple of minutes. It's not really going to matter, though. A disappointing defeat because Rennes managed to not win their match. Oh, that was shameful. Oh. I mean, going down to 10 men with Osorio getting sent off a minute 45 into the match, we pretty much knew that we were doomed from the start. It always seems that we blip in these episodes. The 3-2 loss to Nantes, hopefully having Osorio sent off, is the only reason that happened. Obviously, he will not be playing in this match because we are still upset. We fined him for 2 weeks' salary as a result. Here is our lineup as we take on Fulham Football Club. It's going to be Kim Seon-il in goal with a back four of Aimore, Martinez, Tarasenko, and Siusha. Fernandez and O'Malley will be paired up once again in the midfield. Xavi Simons picking up a small knock in the ensuing days between the Nantes match and this one, so we're going to give him a rest. Baldassare came in asking for more playing time, so we had to give it to him. He is going to be our left wing. Valverde's getting the start on the right. He's also unhappy about his playing time, and he's frankly dragging a couple of players, fringe players, but players nonetheless, down with him. And our strike pair this evening is going to be Torcado and Jonah Kusiasare, who picked up his 16th goal of the year. I think the greatest challenge of managing clubs at this level is keeping everybody happy, because you're going to have a squad full of highly talented players. I wonder how Pep Guardiola and guys like, Jurgen Klopp keep their teams happy, because you've got super teams like, Liverpool's not really a super team, but like Manchester City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, they've got superstars up, down, center, and on the bench. How do they keep the level of discontent from getting out of hand? Or is it just a football manager thing? Let me know in the comments. Thrown forward, though, Torquata gets in behind the defense, chips the keeper, and misses it wide. And Gelsing had to reach out, was unable to get his hands on it. Bulbul in for Gomer. Remember Bulbul? We signed him right before we left. I don't think we ever got to watch him actually play for Fulham. Bafano back for Khaled Ghanayem. Federico Guerrero with it. Guerrero in trouble. Lays it back off for Ghanayem, who will play it back for Wanma. Oh, I would have loved to have been able to sign Wanma. He's a very talented player, that Wanma. Little out of our price range by the time he came on our radar. Fulham still in control in the middle third. Wanma getting it from Ghanayem. Bulbul ahead. Gomer looking for Nikolai Rumyantsev. He's going to find him, but Aimore is going to catch him in the box, and that's going to be a penalty. I just know that that is going to be a penalty, and once again, we are going to pay for it. And Aimore, I must say, has been rather disappointing. Yes, he has only been able to make these appearances in the Champions League. And an injury to Sousa pretty much guaranteed he was going to get the start tonight. But getting caught out and having to foul Nikolai Rumyantsev in the absolute worst position has led to Fulham taking a 1-0 lead as Alfonso Omer converts from the spot for his 5th goal of the year. We do not need to see the highlight of a penalty kick. So 9 points in 5 matches, if things stand the way they are, is not the way that we wanted to perform in the Champions League. I want a longer than 1 year stay here at PSG. Please, football manager gods, can you grant me my one wish? It seems like every time we get to like the really big club, things just absolutely fall apart. Is it us? I don't know. There's no way that we as a manager could have controlled what just happened. Team selection, maybe. Ziyuka looking far post. He finds Jonah Kusiasare, who finds the back of the net for his 17th goal. And we are even once again at 1 with about 5 minutes left in the first half. And everything once again feels at least copacetic in the world, if not right. But Kusiasare doing a great job getting off of the ground, using his 6'6" frame to full advantage. And Gelsing in control, plays it for Ghanayem, who's out wide. Ahead, Nikolai Rumyantsev coming deep. Do they have Rumyantsev playing in the midfield? I think they do. Fernandez in the middle, picked up by Gomer. Tony Soiree getting action here. Wide left, Toshimitsu Endo. The diminutive Japanese international picks out Nikolai Rumyantsev. And that's why I loved Rumyantsev when we were at Craven Cottage. Back post header to put Fulham back up 2. It's PSG 1, Fulham 2. Toshimitsu Endo. What a cross. Just got a lane on Siusha and Aimore once again. But my only option to really replace Aimore right now is to do so with Osorio, and not really interested in doing that. Heading to the locker room, not angry, just disappointed. Siusha is going to go on the right-hand side. Mark Namphy will come in and play on the right. Lots of anxious folks out there for PSG. That's the one change we're going to make at the half. And let's see if Mark Namphy can do anything for us. Corner kick, Guerrero, low, wide for Tony Suarez, his first goal of the year. Really, his first goal of the year comes in a mid-November Champions League matchup against Paris Saint-Germain. Fascinating. Those corner kicks, I don't know how to defend those corner kicks. I don't know what to do about those corner kicks. Besides, well, we're not going to berate our team on the corner. Valverde. Oh, Giovanni Fernandez. His second goal of the year. It's PSG 2, Fulham 3. Still about 37 minutes remaining in this match. So they get a corner, we get a corner. We will demand more from the team. Hopefully that will have a positive effect. 30 minutes remaining. We're out shooting Fulham 13-8. We have a slight edge in XG. Another corner delivered by Valverde. Kusia, sorry. Little too strong on this one. Oh, God, look, it's raining. I think Fulham brought the rain. Racine Sissoko. When did he come into this match? Boolable. Guerrero back for Sissoko. A lot of familiar faces still at Fulham. Rumyantsev. Oh, he's such a killer. Up for Endo. In traffic, circles back. Boolable for Sissoko as they work it around. Got confused there that we're not Fulham anymore. Looking to work it around the back line. Bafano, Guerrero, quickly to Rumyantsev, and he'll carry it forward. Rumyantsev moving it to his left. Namfi knocks it away, but Rumyantsev stays with it. Guerrero chests it down past one man, shoots, and Kim Seon-il, his former teammate, will scoop that up rather easily. 3-2. Still remains the score. Torquado's going to come out in place of Liberi, who will actually move into Kusi Asari's spot, and we'll also bring in Gershke Akar, replace both of our strikers. Anybody else? No, we're going to leave things like that for now. Just the two additional changes, Akar and Laribi on for Descato and Kusi Asare. Bichiabu to throw it in. Siusha, though, gets there. Baldassari's got Siusha. Pass it forward. Thank you. Siusha into the middle. Laribi. He's got Akar behind the defense. Akar one-on-one on the keeper. Shoots and scores. Gershke Akar ties it up at 3 with just over 10 minutes remaining in this match. I believe that was goal number 8 on the season for Gershke Akar, and what a through ball by Laribi. So the two substitutes hook up to bring PSG back into this match. Fulham was sitting on top of the table for a time, having won all 5 of their matches. Obviously, that's no longer the case. 3-3, Federico Guerrero. Oh, don't give him that big of a target. Don't give him that big of a target. He's going to hit it. It's going to be 4-3 Fulham. Oh, wow. What a play by Kim Seon-il. I mean, he put it exactly where I thought he would, but Kim Seon-il read that perfectly. Bichiabu heads it down. Bafano, Guerrero in for Endo. Off of the crossbar. Feel like Toshimitsu Endo did that a ton when we were in charge as well. Played forward, Laribi. Settling it down, up the left wing, Laribi into the middle, cannot pick out Akar. Beautiful defensive play made by Racine Sissoko for Fulham, and that may have just preserved the draw at the very least for the Cottagers. Martinez dropping it down, Laribi in control, back for Siusha. Martinez now left wing for Baldassare. Quickly ahead, Laribi. He's got a man on him, but still in control. Laribi looking back post. Bichiabu will clear. Endo to start the counterattack. He's got Soare. Ball played forward, but Tarasenko will be back to retrieve. For Kim Seon-il, up Martinez. Hoping to go the other way is PSG. Not if we keep playing it back to the goalkeeper. We'll send it long. Laribi heading it into the midfield. Fernandez settling it down. Laribi, what a touch. He's in, he shoots, and he scores. Lahurai Laribi with a goal and an assist coming in off the bench. It's PSG 4, Fulham 3. That one did ricochet off of the leg of one of the defenders. Was it Racine Sissoko? It was not. It was actually Bafano, the midfielder, coming back, putting that one in on target. So now PSG moving into third place, a virtual tie with Fulham, and with 1 minute left in added time, O'Malley goes down again. Borja Heredia will come in his place. Typically a center back, but he stands at 5'10", so no short kings on our back line. That's it for the match. We somehow clawed back from a 3-1 deficit to win 4-3. Goals by Jonah Kusiasare, Giovanni Fernandez, Gershke Akar, and Lehurai Laribi at the end of the second half. Gave us all 3 points and righted the PSG ship as we now sit third in the Champions League. Couple of matches on the way against teams on the lower half of the League One table. Hopefully, should be fairly easy wins. Maybe we can make up the 6-point deficit we now have on Rennes. We will be coming back with an away match at Lens, currently sitting in 10th, but we haven't seen them yet. We're about to turn over our schedule. Can you absolutely believe it? And Napoli in the Champions League at home could be our toughest test to date. On paper, they are one of the best teams in all of Europe. That's coming up on Monday. Hope to see you then. Have yourselves a great weekend. Like, subscribe, do all of those great things, and come on back for more Bottom to the Top. I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.